What's goody? Hey man, today I got on Twitter and I woke up this morning and I've seen a lot of interesting things on Twitter this morning. I saw the Jaden Daniels injury, and I've just seen a whole lot of stuff going on Twitter. A lot of stuff happened in the NFL yesterday. It was a crazy day in the NFL yesterday, but there was nothing to me that I saw that was more crazy than this post that I am showing. Wait, than this post that I'm showing right here in my hand. I want to preface this video right here by saying I am not a sports betting hater. I'm not the type of moral police in the world. I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you shouldn't bet. I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you what to do with your money or anything like that. I write for a site called USA Today Sportsbook Wire. Every single story that I've ever written for that site, other than a fantasy football story, has been telling people, hey, if you're going to bet on this game, here's where you should bet and here's where you shouldn't bet. So please do not get me wrong. I am not sitting here trying to say that because of this post, I'm an anti-sports betting guy or anything like that. But I do think that we are getting to the point, and I think in the last couple of weeks and the last couple of days, it's been really, really coming through with this post and then the things that have happened in the NBA in the last couple of days, and honestly over the last year since the Jonte Porter stuff started. I think we're getting at a point now where sports betting is really starting to do a lot of harm to sports. And it's not the industry itself, or maybe it is, but it's more the fact that leagues, teams, and companies are so money hungry, even though you're already making billions of dollars a year, that you are shelling out by making posts like this under a team account that is showing the line of your team's over under for that game. Is that not the biggest conflict of interest you've ever seen in your life? Here, if you don't see a problem with it, let me put it to you like this. If a player if Terry Rozier posted his over under for the game, and with it doesn't matter what the caption is, if he posted his over under for the game on a graphic with a picture of himself right before tip off, and he went out there, no matter what happened, whether he went over his points for that game or under his points for that game, people are going to be like, oh, he's rigging it one way or the other. They're going to see whether he gets over or under that game, and they're going to bet that every single night for the rest of Terry Rozier's career, because they think, hey, since he posted that one time, and this is the result of what happened that one time, he's rigging it or he's betting on himself. So how much less for a team? And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to take away from what the Carolina Panthers did yesterday. They pulled off one of the most impressive upsets of the NFL season so far yesterday. So please don't get me wrong. I think the Panthers over the last few weeks have had a phenomenal season. Shout out Rico Dowdle, waiver wire pickup of the year. I picked him up right after the Chuba got hurt on like two of my fantasy teams. He's been winning me leagues ever since. Anyways, I'm not trying to overshadow the Carolina Panthers or what they're doing and the good season that they're having as an organization, but I do think that once we get to the point where we're starting to post our own over-unders for our own team the day of a game, I think we've lost the plot. I do not want anybody on my team, whether it be players, social media interns, owners, social media managers. I don't want any of these guys that are managing or in charge of any of these decision-making things to be focused on the over-under for the game. I want you to be focused on winning that hoe. Because if I'm a Carolina Panthers fan and I see this, the first thing I'm thinking is, what are we doing? We don't even forget the game. All we care about is the over-under. We're just trying to get people to bet more money on this game so that we get more people to watch, so that way we get more money in the long run. Does the NFL not make enough money? Do the Carolina Panthers not make enough money? The Carolina Panthers are one of the smaller market teams in the NFL. Hell, if I looked up the numbers, they might be the smallest market team in the NFL in terms of the numbers and the revenue. And I just knocked over my Stanley, the numbers and the revenue and everything like that. But there is no way that y'all are so broke that you need to resort to posting your own over underlines before the games. Oh, look at that burp claw. Look at God. There is no way that y'all are that broke. You are an NFL franchise. If you were that broke, you wouldn't be an NFL franchise anymore. If you were that broke, you wouldn't be able to pay anybody. And your team doesn't have nobody that's good on it for the most part. So y'all aren't paying 100 players. Y'all don't just have no salary cap room. Y'all have money. So for y'all to come out here and do this, we want to talk about the greed of Terry Rozier, who's making $9 million or whatever the hell he's making a year. You want to talk about the greed of Jonte Porter, who was making $2 million a year. You want to talk about the greed of Chauncey Billups, who was in the NBA and has been in the NBA lifestyle for 30 years and has plenty of money. Forget their greed. Talk about the greed of the people above them, because they aren't the ones that made sports betting legal. They aren't the ones that are signing these deals that where sports betting is on every single pregame show, postgame show, halftime show, on the freaking court. It's on every commercial we see. They aren't the ones that made those decisions. Sure, they made stupid decisions in and of them own selves in their own lives. But what the Carolina Panthers just did shows you that this stuff isn't just on an individual level of greed or anything like that. This is organizational. This is league levels of greed. It means that everybody in this hoe is greedy, because I guarantee you that if we took away all the money that the NFL and the NBA makes from gambling and these endorsements and stuff, they would still make plenty of money. I know they would. Sure, maybe you don't make enough money to where Jaylen Brown makes $300 million a year. I guarantee you kids would still go to the NBA even if the contracts weren't going up to $300 million a year. They could still be making Michael Jordan money today and kids would still want to go to the NBA. And you want to sit here and we're going to post this type of stuff, man? If we're going to call out the players for being greedy and the coaches and these people who are betting on themselves and are either rigging these games or whatever, we're going to call out the referees who have bet on games. We're going to call out all of those people. I'm not just calling out those people. I want to call out the ones that are enabling them. I want to call out the ones at the higher ups, because once we get to this point, and if you go look at any of the comments under that post, they're all agreeing with me. There's no way this should ever be a post. Blah, 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 blah. A bunch of comments like that. Because it shouldn't. It is the most blatant conflict of interest of all time. For you to be posting your own teams over under the day of a game? The day of a game. I can't even find the right words to just like explain. This is like a disappointment, disgust, like how do we get to this level type of thing. This is like one of those things where it's like, does it just ruin the industry now? Is it just, this is what runs sports now? Is sports betting just runs the whole thing? Because this is a bad look for the Carolina Panthers. This is a bad look for the NFL. This is a bad look for sports in general. People have already been saying sports are rigged since the beginning of time. And then you have stuff happening like the Dallas Mavericks winning the lottery the same year that they trade Luka Doncic, or the San Antonio Spurs who get Victor Wembanyama, and then another rookie of the year after that, and then Stephon Castle, the second overall pick the next year, and then now they're looking like they're about to get another top 3 pick again because the Hawks are ass, the Pelicans are ass, all that stuff. You have these things happening, and then we continue to have these scandals come out with the bettings, or we have teams posting their own freaking over-unders, and we have FanDuel logos. I saw a screenshot where I think it was an NBA pregame show with like Chandler Parsons or some I don't remember if that was the exact people, but somebody was on it. It might have been ESPN. And it was an NBA pregame show, and there was like 6 FanDuel logos on the one screen. I'm like, damn, we don't get it. You see the ESPN bet all at the bottom of the screen with the odds and everything like that. Like, god damn, we don't get it. I'm sorry, Lord. I did not mean to use your name in vain. I did not mean to do that. I'm sorry, as you can tell, it gets me really frustrated because I'm tired of people, and like the general public especially, being blind to this stuff. Y'all are so quick to hate on Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups, obviously because they made stupid decisions, but we also have to remember these organizations and stuff are doing the same thing. You just aren't ever hearing about it. These billionaires are just as greedy, if not greedier, than these guys that are getting caught at the low levels betting on these things, like Chauncey Billups and like Terry Rozier and Jonte Porter. Oh, man, basically what I'm saying is it's not inherently bad to have a betting partnership. It's not inherently bad to sports bet. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not judging you for sports betting. I've placed in a few plays myself. I've probably placed in a parlay since the NBA season started. I placed in at least one. I can guarantee you. Probably just one because I lost it. I remember it was like the first day of the season. But still, I'm not trying to sit here and be the moral police, but what I am saying is that if we are going to sit here and hold these players and these coaches and these referees and whoever else accountable for this betting stuff, you better start to, for damn sure, hold these organizations accountable too. Because posting your over-under on the day of a game on the Carolina Panthers account on Twitter is a blatant conflict of interest, and it's unacceptable, and there should be a penalty for this. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching as always. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Saw me get out of body a little bit in this way using the Lord's name in vain, something I'm never proud of, but I am a human being at the end of the day. Let me know what y'all opinion is about everything. Let me know if y'all support me. Let me know if y'all think I'm overreacting. And let me know if you just have some other opinion about it, all right? Let me know what type of videos y'all want to see. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video around. Tell a friend if you enjoy the content, all right? Peace out. I love y'all, man. Peace.